Item 50 is a support for charitable bingo.
Okay, Ms. Peters.
Thank you. Last month, we heard from a representative of our local charities that rely on electric bingo or electronic bingo, how the current ban has hurt fundraising abilities of those charities, and quite a few in my district and I think in other districts also. Today, we have cutbacks in all areas of government, and charitable and nonprofits are being asked to fill the void by supporting school sports programs, recreational therapy, therapeutic activities in the arts, and that's just a few of the things you're being asked to support. The legislature has banned electronic bingo, and our local charities are hurting as a result. And I'd like for the board to consider asking the legislature to rethink that decision, and that's why I'm asking to have my colleagues adopt the resolution that I submitted. And I'm assuming there are speakers.
There are speakers. Okay. So we have Judy Mason, Sherry Murphy, Marty Mangus, Carl London, Joe Gomez. So if you all would head this way and
And if you all have essentially the same comments, you don't need to take your 3 minutes each. If you give us the salient points, that'd be great.
Morning, Mr. Chairman and members of the board. Carl London here on behalf of California Charity Bingo Association, and as a past parent and probably future parent of El Camino High School, just wanted to thank you for putting this forward, Ms. Peters, and urge the members of the board to support this. It's very timely. Just as I had mentioned last time, the legislature is currently considering internet gaming and other possible gaming strategies for the future of California, and we certainly want to get in the mix on this and to help protect charities. And again, just as a quick reminder, this has been about a $5 million support to Sacramento County in terms of all the programs that have been supported. You'll hear from a couple other representatives relative to the damage this has caused to these programs, and again, want to thank you for considering this today. Happy to answer any questions if you have any. Thank you.
okay, thank you, Carl.
Thank you.
Okay, who wants to speak next?
Hi, I'm Judy Mason, and I just want to thank you very much, Supervisor Peters, for doing this for us. In the 34 months that we had electronic bingo, El Camino was able to make a huge difference, not just for our school, but many schools throughout all of the county have come to us and asked if they could work for their football team, their cheer. San Juan High School's baseball team last year, everything was destroyed and vandalized, and I actually contacted the school because we had bingo nights available and said, you know, would you like to come and work? And because they came and actually worked 7 or 8 bingos, they were able to have baseball this last year at San Juan High School. And so the money that we've been able to give and replace, like things that came over with Christopher Columbus at school, I mean, we had some, San Juan School District has had no funds. And so, I mean, in order to fix all the safety things, all the replacement of equipment, improvements to the facilities, the band, we've tried to really do it. In 34 months, we're very proud to say that we helped not only El Camino, but all the 501c3s in schools. Over $1.1 million went back into our community, which in these economic times especially, no one has the funds to help the schools and the facilities and all the 9 nonprofits. So I want to just thank you very much. We've come full circle, and that's why we fought so hard to try and keep them, because we feel we really made a difference in our community, not just for our school, but for the whole county. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sherry Murphy. I'm the mom of El Camino student and the booster president. El Camino, with the money that we earn from bingo, we fund over 20 programs, all the sports, choir, dance, AVID, even our Safe and Sober grad night is funded through bingo money. Football in particular, I know something about, so I thought I'd touch on that. Our budget is over $58,000 a year to field the 3 teams that we have. $11,000 of that comes directly from bingo funds. We also do car washes and fireworks and cookie dough, and we have a discount card that we put out. So we are tapping everything in order to make this. If bingo was to go away, it would be devastating. Many of the kids, mine included, challenged a little on the school end of things, and the reason that they keep their grades up is to participate in sports, and then therefore they graduate because of it. And I would hate to think of what would happen if our sports went away, what they'd be doing after school instead of practicing and studying, so their grades would stay up. The paper bingo business is going down, and without a new, exciting way to play, we can't generate the new customers that it takes to even keep our bingo halls open. Bingo halls are closing without the electronic bingos or something like that. So we're not here asking you for money. We're not. We're just asking you for the opportunity to keep funding all of these vital programs for our youth. It's very important. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you.
My name is Marty Mangus, and I'm the bingo manager for Casa Roble High School and have been since 1991. And I'd like to thank the board
That's a lot of bingo.
Yeah, I've done
years.
a lot of reports for the sheriff. At Casa Roble High School, bingo supports and has for a number of years activities and at Casa Roble High School that are not supported by San Juan Unified School District. These activities are those activities which support or augment the academic programs. These are the programs that allow our students to remain on campus in a more friendly environment. That's sports and the various academic clubs. And without bingo, which has contributed since I've been bingo manager $2.7 million to Casa Roble over those 21 years, the academic life becomes something that we could possibly lose some students if we're not keeping them on campus in their extracurricular activities, the sports activities and the clubs that augment the academic life at CASA. And I would ask for your support in this resolution, because without a way to market to a new portion of our community, the funds that have been raised by bingo will be lost to that community. And when I first started, we didn't have 2 Indian gaming casinos in our area. Bingo was very profitable and allowed us to do a lot of things on campus. We are now competing with those entities, and they have all the bells and whistles. We don't have those bells and whistles anymore. Just as I have some quick, since I'm going to tell you about the 3 months prior to losing the machines, and I'm running out of time here. The last 3 months that we had the machines, Casa Roble on our Monday sessions made $5,300. We made $2,900. We made $6,700. Those are with the machines. Our first month without the machines, we made $1,000. The second month, we made $900. The third month, we lost $1,000. In the month of May, we lost $2,000. In the month of June, we lost $4,000. We cannot continue with this trend. Our community is going to suffer greatly from the loss of those machines.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. My name is Joe Gomez. I am president of California Charity Bingo Association. You've heard all these nice people come up here and talk about their their charities and what they're doing. In other words, again, the landscaping is changing. Out of the 6 bingo halls that were in the county, now we're down to 4. And probably within the next year, the prediction is it will probably be down to 3. And it'll just continue to keep on going. I appreciate very much that you take the time, in other words, in your busy schedules as well as your chief of staffs, to do what you've done, in other words, to listen to us, and hopefully, in other words, pass this resolution. It's a big uphill battle, but we do appreciate it very much, and I need to let you know that. And your chief of staffs, all of your chief of staffs were very gracious in the way they took the time, in order to listen to us as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Gomez. Okay, those are the people I've signed up to speak. Anyone else want to address the board? I do have a question. Did you have any discussion with our legislative advocate about this subject and about the issues that are pending in the legislature?
No.
Oh, okay.
Unless the chiefs did. Did she sit in on the chiefs meeting? I don't know. Did Leslie McFadden sit in on the chief meetings?
Leslie sit in on the meeting with the chiefs of staff by chance?
She didn't, Mr. Chairman, but I did talk to her, and we had a full briefing in the last couple of days and talked this through, and she, for what it's worth, didn't seem very hesitant or see any big problems with it. She felt it was fine, her words, fine for the county to take a position if it felt it necessary to do so.
Okay.
So we did have a pretty extensive briefing discussion of it.
Okay.
Good.
Comments, questions? I do have a couple comments, and I'm very appreciative of the sentiments that bring you all here today and which generate the resolution, but I do think this is something that should have been done through our normal legislative process. That's the way we look at legislative issues, so procedurally that's a difficulty for me. I'd be comfortable with this being referred to our legislative advocate and incorporated in the next report she brings to us. But secondly, this has been in the legislature, it's been in the courts. The request here is to direct our legislative advocate to promote this position should we take it, and frankly, I'm concerned about our credibility given what's going on in the legislature if this becomes part of our legislative program. So I certainly do sympathize with what you are going through, but I'm not prepared at this stage to support the request.
Up to you.
I understand your sentiments. I do believe this leaves most of the lobbying up to the people who represent the charities to spend their time at the legislature, and I know they want to get started on it and have something to hold in their hand. So, and this is a subject that we've discussed many times, even since I've been at the board. So I think it's not a new subject, so to have to go through the entire legislative advocate process is not really necessary on this subject. So with that, I'd move the item.
Okay.
I'll second
We
the
have a
motion.
motion by Ms. Peters, seconded by Ms. McGlashan. If there's nothing further, please vote.
For I vote Supervisor Dickinson, voting no, motion carries.
Okay. There you go. All right. I think that takes care of this morning's business, and we do have a closed session, I believe. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, so we will recess to closed session. There is an outstanding question, Steve, on the